Hello Pisces, and welcome to my channel. My name is Nikita Antoine, and today we will be doing a reading for you. The deck we'll be using is the Threads of Fate, Weaver Tarot, and Oracle deck, both the Shadow and the Lumen edition. So you'll be seeing all four of those in your spread today. At the bottom of the deck, we have Death. This one talks about kind of like the glory. It talks about the glory of death, which is like all of the beautiful things that couldn't have existed unless this death process was gone through. So like, for instance, with these mushrooms, like these mushrooms wouldn't have the nutrition, and you see what I'm saying? They wouldn't be able to grow unless there was something that they could feed off of, essentially. So it almost talks about death supporting life, if that makes sense. And then, okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. Yeah, so at the bottom, oh, that's interesting. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we have the Chariot. And this is talking about moving into this phase here. I'm laughing because I'll show you. So my shirt. All right, so we're talking about. I love this shirt because it talks about like heralding in the day, like death heralding in a new day, because the rooster calls in a new day, right? He announces the presence of a new day. So I like sunrise. So that's what this energy is. You are coming through, or something is coming through and announcing that either this process is going to be gone through, this death process, or this is you actually. Not sure yet, but we will see in the future. All right, so let's go and get a overall energy for Pisces from the Wild Mystic deck. That is so funny. All right, what we got, Pisces? The Hunt. So for the overall energy, we have Hunt. And this is the depiction. Okay, so it's Sagittarian energy. And it's a hawk. I believe it's a hawk. Looks like a hawk. This is a Watcher energy. I feel like these two energies here are the same. I don't think that this is you. This is another force, I want to say outside of your life, that is overseeing this death transitions process that you're going through. Yeah, I don't want to say it's this. They've got their eye on you. They're watching. They're just watching. All right. Okay, so to start your reading, we have the Conqueror of Cups. There's a strange energy in the room right now. I don't know. Okay, so we have the Conqueror of Cups, and this is coming, this is you, almost in like a solitary energy. It's actually coming through as like you're enjoying time alone, or you're enjoying being with yourself. It's like you're filling your cup, essentially. And there's, with the Four of Coins that's coming next, it's talking about kind of like, almost like if you're in your bedroom or something, and you're going through all of the little like trinkets and things that you've collected over the years. Just like, you know, all those like little, they're kind of coming through as like stories. That's so crazy because Aries had a bunch of stories in their reading yesterday. But this is coming through as like the trinkets and the things that you have, the collections that you carry are, it's like as you're going through them all, you're remembering. Okay, this makes sense because we have the Six of Cups that is coming out just after the Four of Coins, and it's talking about you remembering the stories that came with each item that you've collected over the years. And here it's talking about some of the things are like really great memories. It's kind of like an equal, you're receiving both kind of like the good and the bad stories, both equally. Like they both have a equal contribution to like what you are, the memories that you're remembering. So, but there's something about how your hands, hopefully you can see, okay, there we go. There's something about your hands and how they're becoming like too full. You know, I'm thinking of like a hard drive that has like too much stuff on it, and you can't like add any more things. I don't know why I don't know where that's coming from, but that's what it's like. It's like your hands are so full that you can't fit anything else. And I want to say that what you are remembering, the things that you're remembering, the tokens that you carry have something to do with relationships with others, because I'm seeing you, what's tying this is this wreath of roses. So I see you in your solitary energy, and then I'm seeing you up here with another. It's almost like you're remembering all of the good and the bad of like past relationships, especially with the Six of Cups. And there's kind of something that has to do with like, it has to do with, it's almost like Cinderella. Like she's going to this ball. There's something about a time limit, like how it's as if you're now seeing that the relationships that you had, there's, oh my gosh, this is great. You might not feeling like it, but it's a cool like concept in my mind. That there's like an expiration date, which links all the way back to this here, that this is announcing itself. It's coming in and announcing that the that it is time, is what it's talking about. something about how you've seen over the years how there's, it's almost like you're like even like precognitive, like you're seeing where the expiration date is type of thing. And you know that with these types of relationships, there's kind of an inherent expiration date that is that essentially is going to come. Because we have, what's happening next is after the six of cups, we have the 10 of swords, which talks about complete endings. I'm looking at, because swords generally talk about karma. And with these two cups here at the top, it's kind of speaking of like all the karmic relationships, karmic relationships having like this expiration date, because there's something that needs to be with, okay, here we go. Because there's something else, like if we're transitioning from this coming in and announcing itself, then there's something else that's kind of like on the other side of it. That, okay, and that makes sense because we have these 4 cups here down here, which talk about a new opportunity or something new in the cup energy arriving. So it's like these 2 cups here, the relationships, the that you had, I want to say that they're past relationships that have expired, were built off of future, this is so interesting, they were built off of like future opportunities. It's kind of like stepping stones. It's like the relationships that you've gone through have been stepping stones to get to something that you like do desire, that's more fitting for you essentially. And what I'm seeing here is that when this occurs, when this 10 of swords occurs, when the expiration date has arrived, there is something about how it's going to make you let go of all of these collections that you have. Because I'm seeing the hands here being stricken, I don't know. They're being, you see what I'm saying? That the hands are being like stricken. I don't know. Anyways, and it's causing this collection to come out of your hands, essentially. So you're dropping, it's like you're dropping, well, this is actually really good though. This feels good. It's the glory of death. Let me tell you. All right, so it's causing you to kind of drop all of the emotions, the heartache, even the good things too. You're dropping all of it from your past. It's almost like when I was talking about that hard drive example, it's like you're wiping the hard drive clean. Like there's not going to be anything else on it. Okay. So that process though of, okay, this makes sense. Because on the second row, we have the 5 of coins. There's a lot of coins here. So it's speaking of the process of you letting it all go. Oh, I thought there were 4 coins on there, but there's not, there's 5. Okay. This is really beautiful because in the second row, everything here, all of these cards are green. It's very like heart focused, lots of like heart focused energy. And what I'm seeing here is the process in which you are letting all of this stuff like out of you, because we're going from the cup energy, which is inside your heart, the emotions and everything, and you're moving it to coin energy, which talks about how now it's like something that's tangible, like something that you can actually hold. It's that collection, it's all of those pieces. So the pieces that you're finding in your environment that reminds you of past relationships, it's almost like you're fashioning them into new things. Because so I'm seeing you letting all of them go, and it's like an array of stuff around you that you're kind of like sifting through it with this Sovereign of Coins energy. So this being you, it's like you're picking up each individual one, analyzing it, and then it's like there's a process of like you like letting it go. And what's happening is that you're also doing this thing where it's like you're reshaping it. You're like fashioning it into something else. And with the Eight of Coins, there's something about how, yeah, this is what that is. It's like there's a rearrangement of all of the elements, all the tokens and trinkets that you have. It's like they're being rearranged and then restructured in a more like organized way. It's not, it's like as where the energy before was kind of chaotic, like this to me looks a little chaotic, like kind of like scrambling to hold everything, like things are kind of falling out, but you're like able to pick them back up, and it's kind of like juggling a little bit. Whereas this is like, screw it, let's just drop it all. But then when you pick it back up, there's something about how it's been restructured and put in an orderly fashion so that you can work with it, which is the Eight of Coins. And I feel like this is that process of it coming from your heart, from your emotions, and then it's like you're working with the energetic emotion and creating something new with it. I feel like it's art because we have the Get Creative card here, which talks about, especially with this Eight of Coins energy, it's talking about making art. It's like, it's as if you are taking the elements of your past heartbreaks, love, joy, all of that, everything, literally everything, and you're making oh my God, this is what it is. You're heralding it. This is you. You are heralding in this death process. And oh my God, you're like, I don't know how to explain this. It's like you're growing mushrooms, but the mushrooms being like a symbol of the beauty that comes out of pain type of thing, or the beauty that comes from this transmutation. There we go. You're taking all of those experiences everything that you can't hold on to it anymore. It's just become like overwhelming. And so in order to get it out, you're expressing it through creativity, through art, through whatever medium that you're doing. And the materials that you're using for these, I want to just say art pieces, are the actual, like, because it is coins, it's almost like you're taking the actual things that you've gathered in the past and are using them in your art today to transmute the energy of I want to say that it's heartbreak, but I'm not exactly sure that it is. It's kind of just talking about the past in general. It's like in order to make a clean slate, everything has to be emptied out. And the way to do that is by making art, essentially. Because each one is pushing it out. Okay, each one is like birthing it. It's like you have to physically take that that energy of those emotions and physically birth them from your body, especially because we have the Ace of Coins at the tail end of your reading. Wow, this reading has gone very fast. So I see this Ace of Coins as the mons pubis, which is that like upper, it's like kind of like right above your like root chakra area, right? So you're having to physically birth this out. Oh my God, this is like a body. It's coming through your body and it's coming out of your body is what it's talking about. Like a baby almost, essentially. But the babies that you're creating are like your, I don't know, the things that you create, essentially. And you're having to physically birth them out of your body. Wow, that was really fast. I'm having this like a little bit of a surreal moment because usually my readings take a lot longer to like come out. And so with you, I'm feeling like initially I thought that this process would be slower. And I think that it goes as fast as you're willing, willing to put in the work, and then two, also willing to let go as well of the things. It seems to be very fast too, especially with this Chariot energy that's coming along with death. It reminds me of that when something does start to decompose and decay, like it's almost immediate that creatures of the animal kingdom are flock to it in order to aid in that process. Because I'm asking what this energy is here. It's like things are flocking to it to aid in that process of I guess it's really just coming through as like a transmutation of that energy, and it's coming in just like the mushrooms, just like flies coming in to lay their eggs for the maggots. You know what I mean? Like it's all of that. It's all of those creatures that come in to like pick on the carcass, essentially. And what happens is after that process is finished, not only do those creatures have nutrition for their next cycle, there's another reproductive cycle, but then also like the ground that happened on has new life in it. There's new nutrients that are in the soil that can birth like new plants and stuff. And I'm feeling as though this energy here, which I wasn't quite seeing it when it first came out. I feel like this energy is all of those creatures of the animal kingdom, of the plant kingdom, that are watching and waiting for you to let go of this, whatever this signifies for you, this collection of past memories. They're watching and waiting for you to let go of that stuff so that they can come in. Oh my gosh, this is a little, so that they can come in and like clean the flesh from the bones is what it's talking about. Because this hog is the only one who has like a strong enough bite to like get into there has to be, what it's doing is it's creating an opening, because there has to be something that has like a strong enough penetration, or you know what I'm saying, like a like in order for there to be an opening so that the other things can come in, like the flies. I don't know why I keep thinking of flies. Well, flies are a watching energy too. Flies sit and wait and watch. That's what this is talking about. There is, I want to say there's something that is almost waiting for your signal. Because in your underlining and on the split, we had this energy, and now I'm thinking that this is your signal that's signaling in this energy to, to come and aid the process, which is what this is. It's creating that opening. It's the one that is kind of forcing, oh my gosh, it's like forcing your hand. There's some type of signal here that's going down. Hang on, I need to look a little bit more. Because I think that it's, this signal could have something to do with this energy up here. All right, we're gonna have to look really, really close. Okay, so in these two cards, there is a faint hint of a moon here. And then this moon is here as well, but it's slightly smaller. So there's something about, as the energy wanes down, that's when the signal is. I want to say that it's just before a new moon, because this is talking about this is going down, so it's going into a new moon, which makes me think of an ace energy. So we're looking at the new moon being a signal for this to come in. I don't know which new moon that is, but yeah, that's what it's talking about. There's some type, so that means that perhaps maybe you, not necessarily, because I'm questioning whether this is you or not. And I'm thinking that it is your, so it wants to be like, kind of like, it does need a part of your your collaboration. Like, you do have to be willing to go through this process as well. But there's also like an energetic like the cycles of the moon, the time. It's the expiration date. That's what we're talking about. So, all right. So this time that passes, when the moon expires, is the signal for this to come in and make its like initial opening, so that everything can be pushed through your body, through and out of your body. Okay, that's it. Thank you so much, Pisces, for joining. I know that reading was kind of like all over the place. But yeah, I'll see you next time. Bye.